I'm RealGenericDemon, and this is What's on the Tape, Season 27, Volume 4. And this week, we're going to be looking at some, well, computer tape, sort of, compute tape, whatever that is. So I always thought it's like oh well, I don't know, I'll give up. Anyway, we have some interesting ones here because we've got some that don't come up very often, which is Highalled. We've also got Pogo, which is a lovely ocean tape. We've got Daily Thompson's Decathlon, because that's got some joystick waggling in. We need a bit of that. There isn't anything on the other side. I've tried it. There's no sound at all. So we've literally just got a bit of Daily Thompson's there. This one, I have no idea. It definitely has Spectrum sounds on it, but no idea. Whether it loads, though, is a completely different story, because it does sound very dull, is the answer to that. And the only one in actually in the proper cassette case is Manic Miner. So we've got the old proper cassette case here. Look at that. Remember those back in the day? Yeah, the little half ones that fitted in the bottom. So you've got your people, you know, sort of what you put on it on the side, in this case written on the back. But we've got Manic Miner, and I don't know whether there's anything on the other side of that one. Maybe not, considering it's the same collection that these are. But you were all kind of waiting patiently, and I know you are. You're all waiting patiently for this. So I got something this week. I got something discreetly packed in a neon pink, shiny Jiffy bag. Yes, that was to ensure that the postman had no idea what was in it. Samantha Fox in a poker. So after many years, she's back. Somebody said to me, "Is it the correct age for her?" Of course it is. Yes, breasts around her ankles. The Northern Games have done it again with another one. Last time it was Mr. Hare. Now we've got Samantha Fox. It's really nice actually. Look at this. Look at that. Northern Games. Details in the description below, by the way, if you want to know where the Facebook group is, if you wish to join, and maybe, I think they've still got a number of copies left. Surprisingly, they haven't all sold out. You'd have thought so, anyway. But now I've got one. Obviously, I've got a nice pair now, like that. Sorry, I'm going to stop now, because I can't. But yeah, that's the original Samantha Fox one. That was the React version of it. There is actually, I think there's two versions. This is the one with the paperwork as well. But yeah, that's that we'll give a go to at some point. I'm drooling with excitement there. But yes, Sam Fox Pin-Up Poker. Details in the description below if you want to see it. And that's all I've got this week. I haven't got anything else exciting. I love the way, by the way, they've matched up the art. The art's very similar to the original art. It's really good, actually. I like that. What a lot of effort they went to match it all up. Anyway, without further ado, let's get one of these into a tape drive. Okay, the tape is in the drive, so we'll go down to our favourite, which is basic, and load it. So load speech marks. Obviously, I hope you all realise that if you've watched part of this video, you'll know that now we've shown the Sam Fox Pin-Up Poker, you're all going to have to provide your full name, long credit card number, the 3 numbers on the back, and your expiry date, just to prove that you're all of a certain age to actually have access. And if you could do date of birth and maiden name, that would be 100% confirmation that you... YouTube looking at this video going, is he scamming everybody? I think the UK government might be. But anyway, welcome aboard. How are you? It's been at least a week, and we you know, last week for some reason lots of people watched the video, which is a very good thing. I like that. I don't know why lots of people watched it. It's totally confused me. It's like twice the number of people watched it than normally do. So somebody's put it somewhere that makes it entertaining. But anyway, so we've got to start with. This is Highalled. I'm pretty sure this is a fairly difficult to get hold of game. It's Automate.
Anyway, but these, I don't know why this is quite a weird game. There's a whole lot of things with this pie man. He's that pink dude at the back there with the pie sign on him. Do you know? And you know what's worse is I didn't realise that was the pie sign for many years. I just thought it was TT. I thought his name was TT. It's things you don't realise. Somebody the other day said that they just looked at the top of an Xbox, the original Xbox, and realised it was shaped like an X. Oh, do you not notice that? It's like literally shaped like an X. They sold it based on the fact that it was an Xbox. Something, by the way, that sells extremely poorly in sort of the Asian areas like Japan and places like that, because apparently it's unlucky, isn't it? The X is unlucky. So yeah, it sells extremely poorly there. That's why Sony does okay. Nintendo, I guess. TT. Not Pie Man at all. He's a very strange shaped thing. He reminds me of that, you know, what was that thing you used to draw where it stuck over the fence? It's like, what, no? And then you'd have like a little man with a big nose over the fence. It's a little bit like that, except it's a little bit more... Yeah, it's a little bit more... Yeah, lengthy, with a bit of girth at the end, in pink. Right, coffee. I hope you've got coffee. There's a good thought. My wife just said Monster Munch. Do you remember the Monster Munch things years ago? These were like big stuffed animal things with people in them. And they used to... I don't remember what they used to do. What did they used to do? Well, apart from advertise the crisps, obviously. They used to eat the crisps. Do they not do like weird dancing and things like that? Oh, right, okay. They looked like the Monster Munch creatures on the front. They did actually. That pink one was like that, isn't it? Yeah, that's like there's a pink Monster Munch creature with a long neck that was sort of a bit like Mr. Pie Man there. As I say, I have no idea what Highalled is. Piebald is, sorry. Piebald. Highalled is a drink, isn't it? Piebald, no idea. I think we've played this before, though. I do feel like this has been on the channel before. I'm actually surprised it's got so far in the loading. But let's not say anything too loudly, because we'll get one of them lovely R-tape errors. That's what we like a bit of R-tape error. I hope you've all gone and joined the Facebook group that I've put in the bottom there for Northern Games. They've got other things as well. Mr. Hare. I think they've got some re-released or new hit squads as well. I think if I remember rightly, there was RoboCop, there is Darkside, and there was another one. I can't remember what it was off the top of my head, but basically they've got quite a few new, in theory, releases. It's cool. Very cool. We got coffee though. I just say don't know much about the pie thing. I do know that there's a lot of it. I think there's even an LP, isn't there? So there's an album of the pie people. Everybody seems to have a real thing for these guys. I mean, I never think of them as being microspeech and keyboard. I haven't got a microspeech and a keyboard, but never mind. Yeah, everybody seems to think that they're pretty cool, these guys. Yeah. Oh, nice graphics though. It's called Bert. Oh, is this just? P.S. There's someone else. Pie Man, yeah. Familiar with the way from, yeah. Pie Mania. Okay. Press the key. How do I start? S to start. Ooh, okay. What's the keys? Ooh, handy. Oh, so it's basically it's Q-Bert with Bert but spelled differently. So it's Q-Bert. Oh, damn it! How didn't it move? Hang on. What's right. Okay, I've got it. I've got the keys. Right, I've got the keys. Oh, they're all in the bar having a drink, and Bert's hiding behind the pinball machine. That's very nice. It's actually quite nice. I like the graphics. So it should. Oh, damn it! I jumped off the edge. What are you doing? Which is this? That's left and right, and that's up and down. Left, right. I kind of have to confuse my own brain with this. Oh, damn you! I'm rubbish at it. Oh, damn. Down. Left and right. Okay, try it again. I can get this. Down. Up, down, up, down. Down. Left. Done it. Yes. One down. You can jump on those little discs as well. Oh, if you're actually at the right level with them, I was at the wrong level with that one. Oh, damn, I moved the wrong way. I keep getting the left and right not working in my head. Yeah. Damn. Game over. It's not bad actually. I think this has popped up before in the on the what's on the tape. Certainly feels like it should have done. And there we go. I did it in one this time round. Awesome. Quite quick actually as well for me. Let's go down here. Oh damn! I went all the way up to the top to get zapped again. Oh, idiot! Oh no! Blue thing goes to the bottom and then jumps off. There was a version from Beyond called Spellbound, and I was always quite spellbound. With it. It was quite a good game, actually. I remember really enjoying that one. Certainly back in the day, it really gripped me. Hey, another one cleared. Getting good. Here we go. I've got to change some. Oh, this is interesting. We're going to come all invisibles. I actually jumped on it. Oh, game over. That was quite good, actually. I haven't got the high score, though, but never mind. Didn't get the high score, but we got a first game there. So this next one is exactly the same game, but by Ocean. They all stole it from because back in the day it was a lot harder to sue people. However, saying that, I watched the movie Tetris recently, and it seemed that they were all kind of suing each other, but they weren't suing each other for the game Tetris. It was very odd, that one. That's an odd thing, because Microsoft did actually make a version of Tetris that they released to the sort of Spectrum and the Commodore 64 and whatever else it is, even though they didn't really, I don't think they had the rights for it, and then ultimately it ended up on the Game Boy. And that made it. I mean, the Tetris company itself still exists to this day. I don't know about you, but sometimes when I watch these sort of movies that are semi-documentary, like it's a bit like watching Micromen, which by the way is in the description below if you want to watch it. It's not exactly factual. It's not entirely factually correct, but it is fun enough that you want to watch it. I mean, we all like to think of Sir Clive Sinclair and it's Chris Curry, isn't it? Is it Chris Curry? Yes, Chris Curry having fights in the Baron of Beef and all this kind of stuff, and drinking excessively in the 80s. We like to think of these things, and obviously Sir Clive's enormous brain power in Mensa and all this kind of stuff, and the Quantum Leap and all that. We do honestly. I think we do. I think genuinely we like to think of those sort of documentaries as fun. I think they've rewatched it though. You can actually watch them watching it, and it's not quite accurate. There's a little bit of liberty taken with it, but that's fine. That's exactly what it is. So I suspect there was quite a bit of liberty taken with the old Tetris movie as well, but it was pretty cool. Quite enjoyed that. I wasn't sure what I was expecting with that, actually. I thought it was more documentary than it was going to be necessarily a movie about it, as in the style of sort of the Micromen, as in the description below. I would say, do you know something? That person who's got that video, and I don't think it's the BBC, must make a fortune from it. Or alternatively, what happened? Do you know the story of the BBC and YouTube? This is an interesting one. It's an interesting one. So the BBC obviously own the rights to a lot of a lot of TV programs and a lot of things, including that of oh gosh, that's not going to load. You're not going to load, are you? You're not going to play. Let's just rewind that quickly. I'll give it a try in the other tape deck quickly. Just a quick rewind. Yeah, so they own the rights, obviously, to quite a lot of television, which probably makes sense considering they've been around since the dawn of TV in the home, realistically. So they own the rights to a lot of stuff, and they're having a bit of a problem in the early days of YouTube and streaming and all the other things around with it. And the problem and they were kind of one of those early people who did this with channels, I'm afraid. So sorry, you have to blame the BBC for a little bit of this, but one of the things they did with Monty Python was that instead of blocking all these people that kept on putting up sketches from Monty Python, they did it. Well, effectively, they and YouTube did a deal basically where they would take ownership of the video. And they could monetize that video at that point. So this is the B, by the way, instead of this is the commercial wing of the BBC rather than the one, the domestic one that we all think of. The commercial wing obviously sells to the US and all kinds of places. Let's see if this works. No, not doing very well here. Let's give this another try, and then I'm going to get the PlayZX out. So they then said, fine, okay, we'll let these things go up. People can do it, but obviously they pick up the revenue for it, and it happens. And if you've got a channel, it quite frequently happens. If you take some music and it's not yours, and you put it on the background, they get the monetization version of it. I've got on my channel at least one of those, which is Burnout Paradise City, because it has the music from Guns N' Roses in it, Paradise City, of course, in the title sequence, and as a result, that was monetized by Guns N' Roses, or at least their sort of owning body of music, or whoever it is who owns it. Anyway, the same with the BBC. Anyway, the moral story of this, though, is that when they stopped trying to sort of stop people doing it and block them and strike the sites and things like that. The sales of Monty Python increased by 4,000% that year. It's DVDs, recordings, and all the other things. So funnily enough, it seems that all publicity is good publicity, which does not surprise me, to be honest, in the slightest. Let's do this one. Pogo Sticks Olympics. I've never even heard of it. Apparently, I have heard of it. It was on the Silverbird range, but it'll be on they're the pink and black ones. I haven't got all of them, I don't think. I've definitely got the Pogo Sticks, but I don't know if it was called Olympics. But anyway, this is the Ocean Pogo. And there's a Pogo Tron as well, apparently. I've never even heard of Pogo Tron. That sounds amazing. Pogo Tron. So yeah. Anyway, so the point was that they did that. So yeah, okay, you've taken the content, stuck it on your channel, think you're going to make your first million. I forgot the stupid thing with the paid the I have to keep. I don't know why it's not staying open anymore. The app. It's not staying open, so I have to keep tapping the page. That's really annoying. Keep tapping the page, otherwise it won't. Otherwise it shuts. There must be some settings for that. I did look at this last time round. I remember this. I looked at it last time round and went, no, there's no blooming settings for this either. So, well, that's fine. I'll just keep tapping the page occasionally. So yeah. So. I don't know what the moral story was. I don't even know where I was going to with that conversation. Basically, we've got more Monty Python though, and the BBC's taking the revenue from it. And obviously selling more. Saw somebody the other day, a Morecambe and Wise DVD selling for like £85 in CEX. Can you believe that? Black and white ones, Morecambe and Wise. Who would have thought it? I don't know, thought it. You see the little man hiding in the window there. My wife's singing Bring Me Sunshine in the background. Not really. No, apparently not. She's not singing it at all. Yeah, I said bring me sunshine, but you went bring me sunshine. Anyway, so it's a little man in the window down the bottom there. But yeah, the Morecambe and Wise DVDs apparently worth a bomb at CEX. I wouldn't have thought so, to be honest with you, but they're apparently so. But there's a lot of that, actually. This is the thing that people don't realise. Like most things in life, what are you doing? Can we get on with loading here? I'm going to load Pogo Tron if we don't. If this continues like this, I'm going to do a reset on here. I have upset it from doing the load. Oh, did it? I think that's what people don't realise. There's quite a lot of films. It's a bit like back in the dark old ages of video, where things were only ever on video. So we're now in the same scenario with DVDs. So things that have only ever been released on DVD. And do you know there was a massive fire, wasn't there? At was it Paramount Studios? I can't remember who it was. One of the studios had a massive fire and lost loads of I think it was music mainly that they lost, but they lost loads of it as a direct result of sort of this huge fire. And there's a number of films out there that you can only get on DVD, so they actually have an inherent value because you can't buy it in any other format nowadays. It's really weird, that, isn't it? I noticed, by the way, DVD sales and Blu-ray sales have increased again recently. The reason being, people are sick of streaming services charging a fortune and them not being able to continue watching their favourite show repeatedly over and over again. Not surprised. Could have spotted that one a mile off, to be honest with you. If you own it, you can watch it when you want. That's the answer to the problem. And at the moment, I don't see any huge leaps and bounds in television technology, or alternatively, quality of films. Can you get 8K now? I probably can. 4K seems to be where it's stuck because they're massive formats and you've got to stick them on a disc. It takes ages to sort of, it's a huge amount of data, that. But that's basically where we're at. And if you're watching this, by the way, you're in 720p because it's a Spectrum. Get over it. It didn't run in that resolution back in the day. We're talking about PAL 50 Hertz. That was what it was. PAL 50 Hertz. That was the screen it ran on. Didn't even run at 60 Hertz. It ran at 50 Hertz. But that meant we had, was it 512 or 520 lines of scanning up and down, which is way more than the 480 that the US had. So we had better quality pictures. This is going well, isn't it? I'm enjoying this. This keeps on crashing. Let's stop that one. Let's try. I'm going to play Pogotron because you're just being really difficult. So let's do Load It and let's do Pogotron instead. If you're not going to load, we're having Pogotron. I don't know what Pogotron is, but we're having it instead. Game Busters, it was. And then re-released by MCM Software in 1989. Not even the 90s. Game Busters. Exciting. Well, that looks... Oh, it is loading. I thought for a minute there, I thought something else was happening. It's flashing, that's why. Somebody's put a little bit of flashing on it. Oh, what's going on? I hope it's loading, because I can't tell. I can't tell. Can you tell? Something's going on. Pogotron. It's the alternate version of the classic Disney movie. Of course, Disney making a new Tron movie called Tron Ares. Which Legacy was actually alright. I quite like Legacy. It wasn't bad. It was a reasonable Legacy. But we're getting Ares now, which has what's he called? That Leto fella, Jared Leto. Anyway, he's in that one as the ultimate super soldier from the sort of space where that Jeff Bridges ended up. It was all. I mean, let's be honest. Tron was a great movie back in the day when it first came out, and the second one wasn't bad at all. It really was quite good. But this is obviously a variation of it. This is the Tron Pogo, where they develop a fixation on pogo sticks and are forced to pogo around the circuit boards. I'm not sure what's going on. That's loaded and then crashed. Ha ha! Oh, we're having a great time. Pogotron doesn't want to load. Oh, it did, but I didn't watch the screen. It went off. Oh, why aren't you staying on all the time? Stay on. I want to stay on, app. Come on. Try it again. One more go. I'm going to push the button on here occasionally. Just to make sure that the thing works. Just tap my finger on it. That's ridiculous. I don't know what's happened to the app. I need to talk to the person who made it, don't we? I don't know if he still supports it, to be honest with you. It's a great app, though. Oh, we'll just watch it. We'll hopefully it'll load. That'll teach me not to watch it. Just watching it now, intently. Watching the seconds count down. I like Tron. I quite like Tron Legacy as well. I had the I've definitely got somewhere one of the I don't know if I still got it though. I had one of the like, Tron dolls of Flynn. Was it Flynn? Yeah, somewhere. Yeah. When he pushed his stomach, his face appeared through the mask in like in a holographic sort of format. Well, it wasn't holographic, but you know, sort of reflected in a certain way that it was kind of cool. So yeah, I've got it somewhere in the box apparently. Just being told in the background. Great music as well. Daft Punk, of course, doing the Tron Legacy music. It was very futuristic. It's a good job they don't actually have people in computers and things like that doing like things like that on the grid, as it was called. Like a bit of sci-fi. Went to see saw a sci-fi thing recently with Doctor Who. Bit of Doctor Who things. My wife was saw a Dalek. His name was Derek. He didn't like to be touched because then he'd exterminate. And for some reason there was a plaque to the USS Defiant from Star Trek. It was a great ship. There was all the cast and crew on it, and I'm not sure why they were all on there, but they were there. And there's loads of Doctor Who stuffs. Lots and lots of Doctor Who stuffs. All kinds of monsters and weird and wonderful things. And Captain Jack's outfits. Could barely say that at all. I was saying all kinds of words there. They were just coming out. Sarah Jane's outfits. Martha Jones. I'm not sure. Who's Martha Jones? Oh, the other Doctor. David Tennant one, apparently. I don't know. She can't remember. I can't remember either. It was kind of cool. Yeah. Absolutely. We're almost there, by the way. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. There we are. We're here. We are Pogo-troning. I'm not sure what Pogo-tron is. Can I press... I'm going to do 2 for keyboard. New game. Pogo's ready. Level 1. We're on Ultron. Oh, we got bounce across the screen. What's left and right? Oh my god. How do I go back? I don't know how to go back, but I can accelerate at speed. I've got that's left, right. Oh, sugar fell in the water. They're mental. It's not a game I've played before. How do I shoot? Space. Space, of course, is shoot. We need to space and shoot the aliens. This reminds me of the... What was it? The jousting one. There was a jousting... Oh, we've got to find something. There's something to collect. I've got a bit. I have collected a thing. We have a thing. Let's put it in here. This must be the place to drop a thing. Feels like a place to drop a thing. No, we don't drop the thing there. We don't drop it there. We shoot across the level. I have no idea what we're doing with it. Pogo-Tron. I now need a copy for my collection. I bet it's really rare, this game. It feels like a very rare game. I maybe actually have it already, to be honest with you. If it's Game Busters, they were like a cheap thing, weren't they? Oh yeah, I managed to drop it off. So it looks like a bit like Jetpack if it had pogo sticks. So I'm assuming once I've dropped that off, there's another piece here somewhere. Out here. There it is. Ah, yes, we got another piece. And then we go back this way. Yeah, it's like Jetpack with pogo sticks. I'm collecting my spacecraft to fly to the next place, you see. And the only dangerous thing is those circular things, those circles. I've got fuel there, don't need it. There we go. So we dropped off 2 parts there. And I'm dead. I've died, ran out of energy. Alright, that makes reasonable sense. It's not worth playing again, but it makes reasonable sense. Yeah, so Pogo-Tron, a game about being a pogo player. I don't even know what I'm saying now. Let's do this next one. This is the time for me to get out my pink cruiser, give it a good waggle. Yes, it's Daily Thompson time. This is a good exercises for me. I might lose at least a few ounces of. No, I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to lose ounces, am I? I'm going to lose nothing. I'm going to lose nothing doing this. I'm going to get a sweaty brow, apparently. Get a bit Daily Thompson's waggling going on. Like a bit of Daily Thompson's. Daily Thompson's a great game, but we were all scarred by it realistically as kids. Because if you had a keyboard, your keyboard was broken by tapping the keys so madly, and your rubber keyed Spectrum was jumping off the floor, wasn't it? It's not going to load, is it? You're not going to load. Right, we can sort this. We can sort this. Well, we've got the Hit Squad version right above my head. I'm going for it. I'm in there. We have the Hit Squad version right above my head. Let's put this in. Need a bit of Daily Thompson's. Day 1 on one side and day 2 on the other side. We always see day 1. Let's try day 2. I can't even remember what's on day 2, so let's rewind day 2 and have day 2. We always play day 1. Because that's the one everybody remembers with the running and whatever else. I'm sure this has got hurdles in it on day 2. Horrible. Reset the old specky. Okay, pushing those buttons. Going for it. Just rewinding. The old Hit Squad version of it. 48K cassette. Yes. Oh, I've just dropped the cassette. I'm just rubbish. Hang on, I'm getting it. You go stay there. Oh. Literally number 1. They went with an all-out winner, didn't they? Realistically, when they were doing the Hit Squad, was it owned by Ocean? I think it was, wasn't it? So they went with an all-out winner. They just basically went, right, what sold really well? Daily Thompson's Decathlon. Let's hoy that on a cassette. I think it's the number 1 though of the sports series, isn't it? Because we played a lot of sports games back in the day as well. I don't think they're played quite half as much nowadays. I mean, you're not going to load off this tape either. Come on, what's going on? What's going on? Right, let's try. Let's try it again. Not Happy Bunny, that one. Let's go with this. All right, okay. Going for it again. Yeah, but back in the day, they would have just gone with we played a lot of sports games. Nowadays, they're like futuristic sports games, and of course the all sort of, I mean, and first person shooters are basically it now, aren't they? That's what the youth of today play. First and third person shooters. Not that I'm going to complain, because I'm glad you're saying that. I like playing survival type games, so I do kind of like things like Surrounded, which I'm kind of a bit obsessed with at the moment. It's had some major updates to it. and it's a cracking little indie title written by one person. I mean, it's always cool when it's one person. Just especially when they actually have a passion for the game that they're actually making as well. So the success of it is improved. I mean, from an indie game where I was getting sort of 100 people since it's a day playing his game to sort of 5,000 as it is now in the last couple of months. That's quite impressive for a developer. So I kind of like that. I'm a bit honestly. I think there's far too many things that are big and corporate. Says the person on YouTube. Look, it's just until Disney come in with the right offer, okay? I'm prepared to sell out. I will get the tattoo. I will sell the Acolyte was good. Say anything. I'm only kidding. Even I can't stoop that low. Oh. That's the big old corporations eating their way through all the stuffs. All the stuffs, not the good stuffs, all the stuffs. However, I will sell out to Dow Egberts for the coffee because I do like the coffee. It's a nice one as well. So, and I was younger though, and I was developing early days of some software I was developing. And for me, like a lot of people back in the day, these are the days when Microsoft wasn't seen as such a big bad company, as such a massive corporate sort of scoffing everything kind of company. The dream was to create something good and then be funded indefinitely, and multi-millionaire from or even billionaire nowadays from given by Microsoft, for making a fart monitoring machine or something like that. It's something useful for the world, to checking the toxicity levels in you after a curry. But the point being that's what all it was. As the older I've got, the more I'm like, nope. I still to this day don't understand. I mean, and I know it was a big number. It was a very big number, but I still to this day don't understand why something like Minecraft, which was working really well and basically it was going to be a corporate success forever, sold to Disney. And I know that there's this questions of, Notch was like, I don't want to become somebody called Phil Fish being a toxic indie developer whose thoughts literally sort of went all over the internet, even though the person, he was pretty toxic to be fair, but he just became very quotable along the way. He ended up selling his product as well, by the way. And Notch didn't want to be that person. He didn't want to be the face of Minecraft that would be then sort of quoted forever. But I, at the same time, I still think that Minecraft, he joked once that it could be sold for $2.5 billion. That's what he would take for it. And Microsoft literally did that because, and it's also, by the way, for tax reasons, they found they had monies in Europe they couldn't get out, so they just spent it on something in Europe. They bought Minecraft. I still, to this day, think it was one of those weird things. I don't, if you don't want to be quoted everywhere, then stop bloody quoting. Is the answer to the question. Does anybody really know? There's certain corporations where you know who the leading person is, but do you know some of the corporations that you know the leading people for? I'm sure you can Google it, but you wouldn't know it. I don't know who Sony's head man is. Do you? Do you even know who his head person is in Europe, or head woman? Exactly, you don't, because they're nameless, faceless. I mean, even Nintendo is to some extent. They're nameless and faceless. They're churning out, new stuff and games and all this kind of stuff, or a lot of the old stuff over and over again. But if you want it to be invisible at Minecraft, don't do anything. Just don't talk to the media and don't post anything. As if you're everyman, because unfortunately you've become no longer everyman, haven't you? You've become the poster boy for a product. I believe he's trying to write a new game at the moment. I'm not sure how that will go. I mean, best of luck to it, but I think that this is barely the success story of Super Meat Boy. And if you don't know the Super Meat Boy story, you can download the entire film of indie games, and includes Phil Fish, from GOG, and I think it's free as well. It's the indie movie, it's called, and it gives you the story of how these developers, developed as they went along, and how they basically generated sort of games. But the Super Meat Boy one was a very successful, hard, skillful platformer. The developer of that has kept his head down, but still creates games using the money that he made from that first game, and he likes it. Now he's having fun programming, not just it's this. Oh God, I forgot how bad this gets. Yes, this is good. There's going to be a bad one. I need to wait for it to go back to the menu. Yeah. But yeah, I always fall off that one. Scratching his head. Lovely. Right, 4 Sinclair interface. Let's put my name in. There we go. Yep, gives you the music every time. On your marks. Get set. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Oh, I'm wiggling my joystick. Oh, I've broken it. I've snapped it. Oh, I've managed to get over one. Let's get another one. Let's get a wiggle on. You lose a life for... Oh, God. That's bad. Oh. I just can't get up. How did I qualify? I missed it by 3.3 of a second. Just couldn't get up over those hurdles, Oh, there's another one where I need to put my pole in the ground. Bad news. Here we go. Right, get a bit of speed up. I don't really care as long as I get there. I'm waggling. Oh no! I'm going to jab myself in the face. I don't know when you're meant to push the button for this. There'll be a thing on the floor. There'll be like a marker I've got to go for. Is it this one? Now. Go, go, go. No. What are you meant to do once you're up? I have no idea. These are great games. This is like hypersports of the... Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. No, no, no. Pull in the face. Oh no, discus. That's why I don't like day 2. Day 1's easy in comparison. I can actually do day 1. Right, I've got to spin, get some speed up. Then I've got to release, and I've got to throw the discus. I've thrown the discus. I've no idea how I managed to do that. Did I do it? Oh, I've got to do it. Hang on. 50 metres, right, okay. Let's at least point it the right direction, please. Throwing it the wrong way. I don't know how I managed to throw it the right way before. Right. There we go. I've got 35 degrees on it. Come on, come on, come on, come on. First one I've actually finished. 50 metres to qualify. Of course, it gets harder and harder as the game goes on. Oh, javelin. Oh, I think I can do this one as well. I think we're alright with this one. I think I can do the javelin. I'm exhausted already. I've just been waggling for a bit. Oh, my poor joystick. Oh, my God. There we go. 43 degrees. Got to get it. How far do I have to qualify? 60 metres. 60 metres. Oh, it's off the screen. I love it when it goes off the screen. And we're there. Oh, it's a beautiful throw. It is a beautiful, beautiful throw. It's, in fact... Wow, that's probably the best throw I've ever had. I nearly doubled the qualifying. That's 116 metres. Whoa. I've got such a massive throw. Oh, my poor joystick. Poor joystick. 45 degrees. Go, go, go. Loads of speed. We're going up. We're going up. We're going up. Can I beat the last one, the 116? Come on. No, no, it's coming down too quickly. It's coming down too quickly. Still good, though. Oh, it's a beautiful throw. It was a huge one. I love the way the high scores went there. Right, let's get this. Let's see if I can get this. Go on, go on. Let's see if I can get a bit more in the pink. More pink, more pink. 49 degrees. It's beautiful. We've got a bit of lift. It's going up. She's going up. Up the screen. No, onto the top of the screen. It's not quite the same length this time round. 80. 90. How did I get 116? That was just amazing. 43 degrees, apparently. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, this is one you hold it down for, I think. I don't think you waggle for this one. I think you just run. Yeah, you just use the joystick to run and keep your energy up. So you got to go like that, and then the energy starts to go down. You got to. Yeah, you basically there's a knack to this one. Yeah, there it is. Energy's going down slowly. Goes up a bit more. Got to keep the speed up a bit here. First 500 metres shortly. At least there's no waggling involved in this. It would be exhausting if there was waggling involved. And so just reduce your speed slightly. Keep it for the burst at the end. A little bit more. Just running nicely. It's actually a bit of a boring game, this bit. You know, get a little, just sort of... I'm going to get it. I'm going to... Oh, our energy's going down here. We're slowing down a bit. Let's just take the pace off a little bit. It's a long run, this. It's a long run. Okay. And then when we get to the last 200 metres, we're gonna floor it in human terminology. We're gonna floor it, absolutely burst through at high speed. My legs and my ample behind there. Energy's going up, I think. Let's get a bit more speed on. And then with the last 500 metres, let's get it moving. And then ready for it. Now down to 200. Okay, we'll get to 1,300. Floor it. Oh no. We're flooring it. Floor it. No, I've burned out too quickly. I got no energy left. I'm at lowest speed I could be. Come on, keep going. I'm pushing it up. I'm forcing it. You can force it though. I retired. Oh, I retired because I was exhausted. Final score. And that was Daley Thompson. Wonderful. What a game. What a game. It's a game of champions. The game of men wiggling their joysticks. My Cruiser's a nice green one with a pink knob. Stop it. So you might have to put your credit card details again to get past the unauthorised content now. Oh, this doesn't sound good. So you can hear it. It's going. It's not happening though. I think it's just one where we're gonna struggle to get it to work. Let's try it though again. Let's try it the other tape deck. This one we've no idea what's on it. Unfortunately, the cover is so scratched up. We might just put this on here. Press the play. I'm going to turn the volume right up on it. Hopefully we'll get something out of it. Come on. No. Can you hear the sound? Looks like a massive rumbling. Come on. Oh, no. Not a good tape. Come on. Come on! No, that's not happening. Right, let's see what's on the other side. See if we can get the other side to work. Not happy with that. Never mind. And then we're just on the last tape. That was whizzed through these this time round. Well, at least we got to see Pogotron. A game you'll never want to play again or see again. But it Oh. Yeah, Pogotron, what a game. Perfect. Big rewind. Big rewind. Just push the button. Get some coffee in me. Have you got a beverage too? What have you got? What have you got? What are you drinking? Probably scotch watching this. The Sunday morning tape disaster. That's what this is. A tape disaster. What's on the tape? Oh, there's nothing on the second side. That's a disaster. There's nothing there. Well, we've got something to finish us off with. Let's finish this. Let's finish him. Mortal Kombat, of course. See, there's a second movie of that. I don't think I discussed that last week, but yeah, I kind of like the first movie. I think I'm one of the few people. There's some very weird movies out there that have been created by basically. Street Fighter was really weird when you had Manic Mani, of course. When we had Jean-Claude Van Damme as Guile. Guile, yes, Guile. God, I can almost forgot my Street Fighter characters there. I was birthed with Street Fighter characters. You know, like Bane. I only lived it. No, that's not really it. That's more like the Highlander, isn't it? The Kurgan. Look at me, only what? No, that's not even the Kurgan. Remaking that as well. I'm kind of interested to see the Running Man movie. I think it's last week, but I'm kind of interested to see that. I haven't seen Superman yet. I'm told that it has now got more people going to see it than the Man of Steel. Isn't that just Zack Snyder? He's such a. Yeah, I mean, a little bit of success with some stuff. I mean, he's had a lot of success, right? But I sometimes just find his movies just they're hard bloody work, aren't they? In the attempt to make him gritty and exciting, he forgets that they ought to be. I mean, it was all right, Watchmen, to some extent, because he was able to get. He basically copied the comic book almost identically, bar a weird bit to do with the boat. There's a thing with a boat, so he copied it almost identically, and he copied the language and all the other stuff. So it's gritty and whatever else. So somebody said, let's give him Superman, see what he can do with that, and he did Man of Steel, and then he did recut Justice League, didn't he? To 4 hours and 20 minutes long. 4 hours and 20 minutes long. It's like the ones he redid the Rebel Moon stuff. You remember the Rebel Moon stuff that was badly taken by everybody, really, really badly. And then they released his cut of it, which is the original cut of it in the first place, because the cut was a cut to make it a sort of a 12 or whatever else, a PG. And now they've made it the 18 version. Now, if nobody's watched it, it was actually okay once you got to the 18 version of it, because they didn't cut out all of the source and all of the war stuff and all of the other stories that were in it, like they did with the shorter versions, which are like 2 hours long, and the full versions, it's like 7.5 hours if you want to watch it all. 2 episodes worth. It's 7.5 hours of film. I mean, at some point, Netflix is going to delete that. You know that, don't you? They're deleting Happy at the moment, actually. If you haven't seen Happy, it's well worth a watch. That's based on a comic book. The man has delusions and sees pink donkey or pink unicorn. Can't remember exactly what it is, but I remember it being a very good comic book, and I remember enjoying the TV version of it. It was quite a good. It's a bit savage and cutting, because that's what it's meant to be. But it's well worth a watch. I'll definitely recommend that. But they're deleting that off the service at the moment. I find that quite disappointing, really. Oh, of course you're not working. Of course you're not working. Of course you're not loading. Why would you load? Especially my tape deck. Nothing's loading today. I don't even think we've loaded that much, have we? We got the first one, I think, and then that was it, wasn't it? Right, loaded it. Alright, this has to be on here. Monarch. Yes. Right. It's weird. Matthew Smith, Software Projects, because he sold it to both, didn't he? He sold it to Software Projects, he sold it to Bug-Bite, and they altered the graphics a little bit in some of the versions of it. I believe the Software Projects version of, was it Jet Set Willie, was different to another. There was like 2 different versions, they altered the graphics. Always a classic. I don't think it's 16K though. I could never finish this one though. I you know, for all of my sort of gaming time that I've spent over the years, to be fair, I'm not brilliant at games. I think that's the answer to the problem. There are some games I like a lot, but I'm still not good at them. I play them for years and I'm not good at them. I used to like Street Fighter a lot. I'm not very good at Street Fighter 2, you know. And I mean, and there's the other thing as well. It's like I set myself unrealistic challenges with these things. I used to love Snow Brothers in the arcade. That's Toe Plan. Snow Brothers, and I used to love Snow Brothers in the arcade, but when I went to the arcade I was more interested in being top of the table than necessarily getting furthest through the game. So I'd put a single credit in it and play it as far as I could on a single credit, which was around about level 22. It's like past the big boss and then onto a little bit. But that was enough always to have me at the top of the table, because other people couldn't get that far without putting credits in. So I was interested in the you know, being the top of the table on that, but I wasn't necessarily the best at the game, or at least completed it, or the deepest pockets maybe. It was the same with Mercs as well. I would happily had played Mercs for a long time, but I wasn't the best at it in the sense of that in finishing it or something similar, but I'd only play 1 credit, so that I was always top of the table. So I'd get through about 3 levels and then that was it. I think there's only 5 stages in it, so I did quite well actually, to be honest with you. I don't know. What arcade games were your favourites? I mean, there are so many good ones that were out there. I mean, there was so many brilliant games. I mean, there's 50 or 60,000 arcade games, at least, maybe more, out there worldwide. I mean, they were very, very popular back in the day. Lots and lots of arcade machines, lots and lots of prototypes, lots and lots of importing and outporting to boards of the machines. Yeah, really great stuff. I used to love them. I mean, I used to like Super Pac-Man, big fan of that. I used to like Frogger. I was a fan of Frogger. I was a fan of quite a lot. Time Pilot. Loved Time Pilot. The rolling of the joystick to the direction you were going just felt so good. I loved Time Pilot. And I wasn't very good at that either. You know, get through the levels, shoot down enough planes, get to the next level, transport through time. If I got to the second level, I was delighted. That's how I felt about that particular game. You know, Final Fight. That was a fantastic beat 'em up. Really, really good. And here he is, the miner himself, Mr. Willie Jet Set, if you want, in his later appearances. Here he is, the man himself. I love this. Love it. Floorfoot gives away here. Let's get my keys. So I just collect all the items in the cave, and you are good to go. Jump the sort of guy with the clockwork thing in his back. Key. Let's see if I can get my distances right here. Yep, I can. Boom. And a little stop. I love it when you get a good flow on this one. It's a good game for that. I need to jump him. There we go. Jump. Fall off the end. And watch me get as far as Eugene's lair and then die, because that is my problem level. So all the air. This is how Jet Set Willie made his money. Who robbed and abandoned mine, basically. Here we go. Because he has his miner's boots on in Jet Set Willie. Fantastic game. Matthew Smith at his best. There we go. Do you know what makes it so good? Is the timing is fantastic on the game. The jumping and the other elements to it are phenomenal. You falling that far normally kills you, but dropping into that gets you through the exit. The menagerie. There we go. Little first two levels masterclass, I think. Okay, here we go. Run across that one. Oh, sugar. Through the gap. Ah! Completely stuffed that up. I was on it and then I wasn't. Timing went off there. There we go. Love it. Oh, timing off again. Right, and got it. And we're on it. And then we're over here. We're dropping through. Boom. That's what we should have done the first time round. There's little lumps of floors that fell away there. The Iridium workshop, or workings, the abandoned Iridium works. I think we have to go... No! Forgot which way to go. There's a way to do this. I think it's this way first. That's right. Like that. That's it. Then across here. Then here. Then here. Love it. Fantastic. Then here. Then, how do I get up there? Can't remember. Is it here? Yeah, it's here, then across. 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 That's the one. Done it. And here's Eugene's lair. This will be the end. The moment you collect all the items, Eugene goes and sits on the thing at the bottom, so you can't get out unless you time it correctly. And this is where it all falls apart for me. No! And Eugene's lair finished me off, as usual. Anyway. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the show. I'll be back next week with another episode. Enjoy your... Well, I'm having a little bit of time off, so I hope you get some time off soon. Anyway, please feel free to like and subscribe. Share it a little bit, because that seemed to work. For fun. Anyway, I'll see you soon. Bye-bye now.